Gua Sha Stones. There are a lot of them out there, and I have accumulated or collected many of them over the years that I've been doing my own practice. So I'm going to go give you a little tour of my Gua Sha tools. And what's great is having them organized and they're out. And I'm protecting them with these lens cleaner cloths that you get with your glasses or sunglasses. So I folded them up and then they can nestle in and not bang around against each other. So let's see what I've got here. This is a good all-around stone if you're just going to buy one Gua Sha tool. And Fox and Doll carries this black obsidian stone by QiQi. What I love about it is while it has more of a traditional heart shape, you have the bonus edges of the little comb, the edge, and the bigger comb edge, which are great for working on fine lines and doing some vibratory kind of exercises. But it also has this smooth edge for when you want to scoop larger areas and the lobes for when you really want to kind of hook into areas. So highly recommend. It's pretty hardy. This one here is from Cecily Braddon, CJB Beauty. Sodalite. It's a gorgeous stone, first of all. But you'll see it's got that specialty comb edge for fine lines, and the lobes are a little bit different. And I feel like it's really shaped well to hook into my eye area, cheek area. But it's also a good all-around stone. You've got this long edge for smoothing out longer areas of your face. Clear quartz. This is an unusual shape that I've only seen by this one manufacturer that Fox and Doll also carries from QiQi. And what I like is that hooks right in for when I've got eye tension, but also it is bigger and beefier, which makes it really great for working on the body. If I'm working across my collarbone, sternum, it's got a nice heft, neck. And because of these points, they sort of work also like acupressure points. So if I'm working on points on my scalp, they have a little bit more point than a traditional lobe would on more of the heart-shaped stones. So also good for getting larger swaths of face area. So clear quartz. If you're really getting serious about your Gua Sha tools, then you can invest a little bit more money. This one's from Lanshin, and this is a Nephrite Jade. Nephrite Jade, a lot of great healing properties here. Also, when it's heated, you could dunk any of these tools in a mug of hot water. It emits what's like an infrared heat energy right into the tissues. Now, what's super nice about this is that you've got a little bit more dip in the lobe. The lobe's more pronounced. You still get the comb. This comb's a little bit deeper than those other combs, just a little bit more. And bonus is this sculpting edge. So you could do all the strokes like you would with a smooth stone, or you get the little bit of the comb, but then you get the scoop where you can literally scoop the tissue and you just get just a little bit more, I don't want to say grab, but a little more stimulation. Also, this fits well around, I feel it's really nice in the jaw and around the neck, kind of hooks around that SCM muscle well. So that's the Pro Nephrite Jade from Lanshin. Also from Lanshin and Nephrite Jade. And they also have them in other stone types as well, not just the premium Nephrite. Scalp comb. This is my favorite scalp comb. As you can see, the tines aren't very pointy, so it's not going to poke you as much. And there's a lot of space between the tines, meaning it's not going to grab into your hair. So And plus, with all the different tines, you can get many areas at once when you're working on more kind of acupressure or scalp massage. So you're being more efficient with your time because you've got all these tines and they don't hurt, right? Again, heated this up, you get some of the infrared heat energy emitting in. Now, this one is much bigger. This is from Wilding. This is a bion stone. Also has really good properties to this stone. It definitely feels different. This is a hefty stone for sure, but you can see the tines are a little pointier, pokier. Um, but you can really, especially if you have a big hand, you feel like you got a good grip here. Um, I do appreciate that there's the scoop, so you could use it on your face or use that instead of the tines. Really nice around base of skull. I don't use this one as much because I really love the Lanshin version of the scalp comb. Now we're getting more into specialty, right? With the scalp comb, the spoon. Spoon. So this is Mookaite Jasper from CJB or Cecilia Braden. Foxendall also carries spoons and Obsidian. And Lanshin carries them in other stones as well. I think Rose, Quartz, and Jade. This one I love for the eyes because it is not flat. It's got a little bit of a curve to it. So it feels like it's soothing. It fits really well around the eye, the under eye. And then you've got the bonus ballpoint tip, which is great for targeting areas for more acupressure practices on the scalp, on the face, again, without being too pokey. You could even use the handle if you're doing some longer smoothing strokes, vibrate the tissue on the neck. So, if you're only going to get a couple stones, I'd say, getting a basic with the comb edge and a spoon would be a good way to start. Almost there. Then we have the mushrooms. These are Bloodstone from CJB. Foxendall also carries an obsidian stone version of the mushroom. These have a nice weight to them. And again, you've got the rounded surface. I love working on my jaw with this and around and sort of on top of my ear. When my tinnitus kicks in, I grab my mushroom. Also nice on the forehead. And then you've got the choices also in the eye area because you have two different. Now, why do I have two? Well, because when I want to do work on my head, I can do them both at the same time. So you're doing more acupressure, sort of scalp massage. And this is nice lying in bed using the mushroom because it's smooth, it's got the heft to it, and it just feels nice. Last is a scalp heat massager tool that's heatable. Boop, pop it off, fill it with hot water. You've got a silicone cover. This is from Lanshin as well. And what's built into the porcelain here is properties that, when heated, will emit an infrared heat energy into the tissue. So good really anywhere. I like using it on the body, around the hips when my hips feel achy, definitely across the chest. But you could also remove the silicone cap. It's not going to leak. When it starts to cool down, then you can use more on the face and see how it fits into the face. There you have it. There's a tour of all my Gua Sha tools.